All right, you guys, let's do a word problem where we have to deal with radical equations. All right, so the directions say if 9 is added to the square root of a number and 5, the result is 12. Find the number. Okay, so we need to translate this into an equation and then we can solve it. Okay, so the problem says if 9 is added. Okay, so added means addition. All right, so we're going to write if 9 is added, okay? The next part says to the square root of a number and 5, okay? Because you don't know what that number is, you're going to let a variable stand in its place. So it says the square root of a number, I'm going to call it x, and 5. And is keyword for addition, okay? Then the next part says the result is 12, okay? Is keyword for equals, okay? So we're going to write equals 12. Then it says to find the number, okay? So this is an example of a radical equation because there's a radical in it, okay? So we're going to follow the same steps that we followed before. The first step is to isolate the radical, which means to get it by itself. So I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. So that gives me the square root of x plus 5 equals 3. Then we need to identify what the index is, okay? Since there's no number written on that radical, the index is understood to be 2. So that means we're going to raise both sides to the second power. And that's going to give me what's left underneath the radical, which is x plus 5 equals 3 squared is 9. And then I'm going to solve for x. So that means I need to get x by itself. So I'm going to subtract 5. So x equals 4. Okay. So remember, before you accept that, you always have to check your answers. So we're going to plug x equals 4 into our original equation. So we have 9 plus 4 plus 5 equals 12. So that's 9 plus the square root of 9 equals 12. The square root of 9 is 3, and 9 plus 3 is 12. So that's true, which means we get to keep our answer. So x equals 4. Cool. I hope this makes sense.